Yes, guys, welcome to SFeatleyTV, and we're doing a preview to Aston Villa's, Arsenal's game, sorry, to Aston Villa on the weekend, on a Saturday, early kickoff. I know I was supposed to be doing a match reaction, I was supposed to be doing a watch along last night, but I was absolutely destroyed, so would have been no much use anyway, mate. So I would have probably would have slept through the second half. So look. So we're doing a preview to the Aston Villa game this weekend. Obviously got the match reaction at 9 PM. Should I be up for it? If I'm not, then I'll just have to cancel it. So just keep your eye out for that. If it's not around, then sorry, can't help you. Yeah. So obviously Arsenal lost last night, and I feel like it was just a better team. Better team showed their quality, didn't they? So I think we did all right, but the second half wasn't pretty. Let's put it that way. We were pretty much battered in this. They pretty much dominated in the second half. I'll get Aston Villa's results up just recently, and have a look at them in the table. So they're 9th in the table at the minute with 36 points. They're not in the top 4 race, they're way above. They're 10 points behind Wolves before you can start considering them. So in terms of that race, they're nowhere near it. So they're just sort of in that midfield area where it's like they're not going to get Europe, but they're not going to get them relegated. So there's a lot less riding on this game for them, I'd say. But I'm not saying it's going to be easy. West Ham beat, have a look at their recent form. Let me get the comments up right now. We'll get the fixtures up right now as well. We'll get some of the comments as well. Hello everyone. Steven, did you know you're on ITV? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. You must be local then. Surely, you must be local. Like, Angular. Like, surely. So, yeah, it's fuel prices, man. Like, it's fucking skyrocket. You know what I mean? But, anyway, West Ham obviously won against Villa. And Villa beat Southampton, they beat Leeds. They've beaten Brighton, they've beaten Watford. Oh, they lost to Watford, sorry. And they lost to Newcastle. So, a mixture of results for Aston Villa. But some encouraging, some not. So, yeah. It can be a potential banana skin for Arsenal. And Arsenal just need to bounce back from what happened on last night. And just, again, keep focusing on ourselves. Keep focusing on our job. And we should be fine. Like, obviously Liverpool's not the marker we need to be looking at in terms of the top 4 race. Yes, it would have been nice to got a point or anything out of that game, but in the end, the better team was in better quality. So we've still got 2 games in hand with United. One of them games will be Chelsea, and one of them is Spurs. Chelsea is apparently 3 days before the United game, apparently now, on the 20th of April. Arteta's already bitching. Like, mate, like, like, he's already bitching about fixture congestion. Like, he's sitting there going, oh, thank you to the Premier League for putting us 3 days apart, from a Wednesday to a Saturday. If you want Champions League football, mate, you're going to be doing that every fucking week. So if you can't handle it, mate, there's the fucking door. I'll even open it for you. You can walk out yourself. Right? If you want to be an elite manager, you want to be at the top end of the game, you should be able to play 3 games in a week. Right? Because that's what you're going to have to do every single fucking week when we're in the Champions League. That's if we get there. That's if you get there. You're going to get some sort of Europe, so you're going to be doing that every week anyway. right? So you probably want the Champions League because you'll get like a fair gap between each one, right? So why don't you stop your bitching about fixture congestion and fucking finish the season? Get us top 4. Like everyone keeps saying how fucking great you are. Fucking do it, mate. Do it. Do it. Right? You're so amazing. Go and do it. Right? Honestly, this manager, like, how much more moaning did he want to do? He's clearly rattled. He was clearly rattled by that performance. Right? Why are you getting rattled over it? Just move on. I'm sorry. Like, if you can't handle the pressure, then don't be here. Don't be here. Right? Because I know there's plenty of managers who could do a lot better job than you can. So, right, get on with it. And don't forget, who was the one who thinned out their squad in January? Who was the one who sold Maisie Maitland-Niles? Callum Chambers. All the spare fucking midfielders we had. Right? Who is the one who bought fuck all in January? Who is the one? Who is the one who sat there and did nothing in January? Oh yeah, Mikel fucking Arteta. And yet you're bitching about fixture congestion. Shut your fucking mouth. If you've bought players as replacements and you've got a big enough depth squad, you might have a case. But because you thinned your squad out, so we've literally got fuck all, apart from Xhaka and Partey, which is supposed to be the mother of all freaking midfields, apparently these days, right? Then shut your mouth. Just get on with it. Right? We're on a good one. Like, we're still 4th. Stop whining. Right? If you can't go from playing Liverpool in the midweek, right, and then playing Aston Villa on a Saturday, you are not cut out to be in the Champions League. If you're not cut out to be in the Champions League, you should not be a manager at Arsenal Football Club. Fact. Fact. Because without Champions League, you ain't going to get to the Premier League because we need to start challenging that. Right? And apparently we need to get to Europe first before we start challenging for a league. Apparently. Right? Apparently. Chelsea can do it without needing Europe at all. But apparently that was a glitch. Right? So, yeah. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not having that. I'm not having that bullshit. Right? Not when he purposely thinned our squad. You purposely did it. You even purposely did it. And by the way, if you purposely did it, which game did you get called off to get it when you thinned out that squad? What's the next game you've decided to get called off and moan to the fucking Prem? This fucking game! So if you actually played it, you wouldn't be moaning about Villa and Saturday. Or am I losing the will to live? And you wonder why I don't back this manager. This is why I don't back him. Talk shit. Shit. Stop talking shit and do your business on the pitch. Do it there. Not when it's your fault that when we're fucking thin and we're playing this game because you got it called off. Because you left with us in January with Patino and fucking, who is he? Oh, and Lukonga as a midfield. And because we fucked up against Nottingham Forest, you realised we were going to get absolutely torn apart. So we thought, we'd get that game cancelled. We might have half a chance in that game. Really paid off. Really paid off. Right. But apparently, like, Arsenal fans that are Arteta out are talking shit. No. I'll never stop talking shit about this manager until he gets me in a title race. Because that's my standard. That's what I grew up on. And I ain't lowering it for anyone. Not anyone. Right? Not this manager. Not ever. Not when he comes on camera and starts moaning like... You can tell he spent too much time with Pep. You can tell. Moaning about fixture congestion. Right. Okay. Don't get me wrong. Big up, Maisie. I hope you're well. I'm about to get Norwich European football in season. Yeah, absolutely. Big game Saturday. Very tough record. Is shit away at Villa. Yeah, we lost 1-0 last time. Literally in the space of 60. We lost the game in 60 seconds. Football has changed. Absolutely, Mike. Hey, Stephen. Good game yesterday against us. Yeah, it wasn't good for you, man. No, we ain't bro. We ain't signing Haaland, mate. Like you'd have to be completely delusional. At what point are we ever signing Haaland? Hey, Arsenal will never do that. You got more chance of me flying to the moon. Like, honestly. I'm not kidding. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, and he's the mother of all answers, isn't he? Fucking 5, what is it? A string of good performances and all that. So he's better than Mr. Ozil or someone. Right. Yeah. 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 I beg to differ. What did he do last night? Not a lot. But yeah. If he's still there and still good enough to put us in a title race, then I'll say he's a top quality player. But like he's a good player, but I still think we need better. You know what I mean? But anyway, look, Saturday now is probably gonna be a tough test because of how we bounce back. Will you swap the Invincibles for? Absolutely, mate. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Mate, I would do that in a heartbeat. Right, what do we get? Oh wow, gold trophy. Gold trophy. No, I'd rather Champions League, to be honest. Because you actually get a chance to win the World Cup as well. Like Club World Cup. I'd rather do that as well. But there you go. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I have too high standards, but there you go. But look, let's have a look at Aston Villa. Usually how they play. For example. So looking at their previous fixtures. So the previous fixture, obviously they lost 2-1. And they're more, well, they say it's a 4-1-2-1-2. It's basically a 4-3-3, basically. With a false 9, pretty much. With Coutinho as the false 9. But, they've got some players that can hurt us. Ings is on good form. Ings if he's on good form. Watkins if he's on good form. McGinn's got a good, interesting battle in the midfield. Coutinho, we all know about Coutinho. He can cause anyone problems on any day. Like, he came on against Man United. Look what that. He changed the game. Mings and Chambers. We all know about Chambers, obviously. As an Arsenal fans, Mings is a decent defender as well in the back. So, they've got decent players in that team. They're not a bad bench either. Emi Buendia on Leon Bailey, Bertrand Traore, Ashley Young as well. They've got So they've got some decent players in there, man. So yeah, if we aren't careful, like if we don't double up on Coutinho, Coutinho will tear us apart. You're saying Odegaard's like you're saying we have Odegaard, they have Coutinho. I'll take Coutinho, to be honest. Coutinho's quality. He's quality. He's absolutely quality. He's better than Odegaard. Absolutely. Right? There's no question about it. There's no question about it. Right? The only problem is that sometimes you're limited to the team that you're around to. Like, if you're playing in an Aston Villa team, there's only so much you can do. Like, it's like you can have a great player at another club. Like Son, we all know is a top quality player, for example, but he's been like restricted because of how poor that Spurs side is. So you've got to bear that in mind. So let's have a look at another game they've played. Right, so when they beat Leeds, again playing the same way pretty much, but were rather a free rather than. So they got ways of adapting the system, and they've got a familiar pattern to their lineup as well. So they should have an understandable working relationship. So it's going to be no easy test for Arsenal whatsoever, man. They need to be very careful what Gerrard can throw us, because like Mike said, they've got players that will hurt us. You don't lose talent. And Coutinho shows an arm around him for Gerrard, and look at him. He just needed someone that believed him. That's a good point. That's a good point, mate. Yeah, like some players need that shoulder and from the manager. It's all about sometimes man management, and you can tell with Coutinho that he's managing to get something that you wouldn't been able to get out of he wouldn't be able to get out of any other manager. So there you go. Big up Talk, man. I hope you're doing well, mate. So unlucky with the Champions League. Sorry, just had to clear my throat. Yeah, so like I said, with the situation at the top, there it is. Right, so Arsenal with 4th. They're still a point above Man United with 2 games in hand to go. And with obviously Man United still to play as well. West, and the only probably advantage to that is that we're at the Emirates, so which is kind of been good to us, to be honest. West Ham 6th, Tottenham 7th, Wolves 8th, and yeah, we got Chelsea 3 days before the Man United game. So yeah, it's going to be yeah, man, it's going to be a tough battle for top 4. Right, it's definitely going to be a tough battle. Unlucky in getting top. Yeah, like we might not get top 4, but then again, we should have been there in the first place. To be honest, let's be honest. Arsenal should not have been there in the first place. Like with the way we started the season, right, and the way the squads are, we should not be in that situation. Like our squad's not as good. Like it's not as good, but it plays better as a team right now, and that's the difference. That's the difference between Arsenal and Man United, and it's showing on the pitch. What happened to the watch? I was not feeling well, mate. I was not feeling well. I haven't been feeling well all week, so streams have been up and on off. It's until I should feel better tomorrow. Like I'll finally get my infusion tomorrow. I should also get some blood tomorrow as well, so I should also be a little bit like pumped up. So that's why I think it's because I've just been at no blood, right? And because of that, I ain't been able to recover from the 6-hour stream, to be honest. So that's the reason I couldn't do the watch along. Otherwise, I would have been doing it. Trust me. Shows how good Arteta has been. Yeah, but if you look at some of the performances, like the performances, yes, we've grinded out wins, but there's been periods where we've played well and scored goals to win the game, but there's also been periods where we've just not been playing well at all, and it's those areas that we're worried about and that need to be addressed. Because if you do that against top teams, like you saw last night, where we came out in the second half, we weren't as good as we were in the first half. Look what happened. We got torn apart, right? And I'll go through that in the match reaction. Should it be there? Should I be able to do it? Mike Green saying, "Oh God, this is that parallel. Look at Leaks already trying to kick it off in the chat already. Hope you're good, Steve. Yeah, good win for you guys, man. Like, getting Arsenal turned up. Liverpool turned up a level second half, and Arsenal dropped off. That's the point, and we just dropped off those teams that level, and it was an interesting battle in the first half. To be honest, it was an honest battle, but the second half, I just felt once also you brought Bobby Firmino on, and you brought Salah on off the bench. That's it. The curtains, right? Because they're people that can come in and make an impact, man. Make an impact, and they did in a big way. I'm not gonna lie, but how do I put the lineup for this game? Let me have a look at the lineup last night, because I didn't even get to check what the proper lineup was last night, to be honest. Let me look at Arsenal's results, because of Liverpool. Lineups, yeah, he started yeah, that's exactly what I thought. He started a 4-2-3-1. God help me. I knew that was going to happen. I said he started 4-2-3-1 would lose. Hey. Said it. I said it. Probably brought Nicolas Pepe on with about 5 minutes remaining. No doubt. I'm not going to lie. And look at the timeline. See if he did. 80th minute, he brings Eddie on for Lacazette. 74. He had 50 minutes to infect the game. Nicolas Pepe, 50 minutes. 15 minutes. By which point, we're already 2-0 down. We just gone 2-0 down, and then he makes a change. He makes a substitution. He makes a substitution after we're 2-0 down. Help. 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 He needs a brain test. Yeah, we were poor first half. Arsenal played well throughout, but there is progress, but like again the same mistakes, and then it's the same mistakes, not taking opportunities, and then like not reacting to what is happening on the pitch. You're just not reacting as a manager. If you're a manager, you should be reacting. Look, Liverpool are getting on top of us. We need to make substitutions so we can change the game in our favour. But no, he waits until we're 2-0 down, and it's pretty much game over. You wait until we're 2-0 down with 20 minutes to go, and it's game over, to then make your first substitution. How are we supposed to win a game doing against a big team if you're going to do that? It ain't gonna work. Never. Never. He needs to stop doing that. Like, we should have scored in the first half. When you play against the best teams, you have to take the... Yeah, like, the opportunity... I mean, like, this is turning into a match reaction, to be honest. Arsenal will get top 4. Man United and the Spurs are always inconsistent. That's exactly what I keep saying. I keep saying that. They're just too inconsistent right now, to be honest. But, look. In terms of the Villa game, it's... My lineup would be Ramsdale, Tommy if he's back, which he ain't, so it'd probably be friggin' Cedric again, who was about as useful as a chocolate teapot last night. Ben White, Gabriel, who had a shocker, Kieran Tierney, Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, because you got nothing else. Put Pepper on the right. If you're bitching, hang on a minute. Here we go. You watch this. If you're moaning about fixture congestion, I expect to see Pepe on the right, and I expect to see Smith Rowe on the left, at least. At least. I expect changes out of that team. You should be playing a different team in the next game. If you're not making changes, you've got fuck all to say about the rest. You've got fuck all to say about the Prem, about fixture congestion, because you're not motivating the squad. You're not managing the squad. Simple. You can't sit there and moan about fixture congestion when you play in the same team every fucking game. Because you're going to tire them out. You're going to tire them out. It's not the Prem. You are. And don't forget, like I said at the start of the stream, this is a game that you got postponed in January. And it's come back to bite you in the arse because now you're 3 days later, you've got to play Aston Villa. Calm as a bitch. I said it. I replied it on Twitter. Calm as a bitch. Right, Aston Villa will be tough. The only game in the Premier League on Saturday, so Arsenal need to take advantage. Cedric played well against Diaz. Kept him quiet. A lot of it was coming down his side, to be honest. So, and in the second half, it fell apart. To be honest, both goals were his fault. Both goals were he was both involved with. The second one is more his fault. He's not. Where is he? The first goal, he's like, he's not tracking a runner. Like, where is he? Like, doesn't know where the markers are. Ben White's 10 days too slow. No change there, but apparently it's Ben White. He's so fucking good. Like, he's such a good defender, Ben White. Yeah. There you go. Big up Joanne. Saka was to blame for second losing the ball. Yeah, well, passing out from the back, that's what you're going to do to Liverpool when you pass out the back. You're going to get mugged. But then they could have cut out the passing lane. Both him and Partey could have cut out that pass. If they stuck their foot out, didn't they let it roll through. So, yeah, you look at both of them. And like I said, this is to talk about later. But yeah, the lineup I just mentioned there, which is Thomas Partey, Xhaka in the middle after the usual back four, and Ramsdale. Then it'd be Pep on the right, Smith on the left, Odegaard in the middle, and Lacroix up front because there's nothing else, pretty much. Arsenal a bit like when you have an upset stomach and they need a clear up. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much. I know. So, but there you go. I'm going to give him my score prediction and I'm going to wrap it up. So, I literally said I was going to do 30 minutes on this preview because I am absolutely shattered. I am literally actually shattered. So, yeah. So I'm gonna give you the score prediction, and then I'm gonna roll out. So I'm screwed, and I don't know if I am doing a match reaction at 9 PM. So please, if I don't do one, do forgive me. So there you go. Anyway, I'm going. Because we lost, so we're gonna have a probably negative mindset. 2-1, I'd say. 2-1. There you go. Wait and see. Wait and see on Saturday. Anyway, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you keep following us on Twitter and Facebook, Instagram, you know all the rest of it. And yeah,